All right. Thought I'd give y'all some content before I go ahead and do this interview tonight. So Eminem's album came out last night and is met with mostly positive results, believe it or not. Eminem actually went back to the drawing board. He went back to mostly the original format on why we fell in love with his music in the first place. He didn't do that whole sitting with the man on that night in the mother mom batter, gotta get a platter. He ain't had to do that robotic flow that he been doing for the past 10 years. He went back to actually rapping like a human being, for one. Number two, it stuck with the concept, which was great. I love concept albums as long as they're delivered right. And he did a great job of sticking with that concept. And I might do a review of that album somewhere down the line. I'm going to let the hype die down, and then I'm going to really do a review of it. I'm going to get my writing tactics back in order. So I'm going to give it another thoroughbred listen. But one of the big news about this album is that he was coming at Diddy. And this seems like it's new to a lot of people. But let me tell you this. If you really follow hip-hop and know for sure, going back to 1998, 99, Eminem never liked Diddy. He don't like Diddy. He never did. Because Diddy at the time represented what was considered the prototype of everything that wasn't hip-hop. He was flashy. He didn't write his own rhymes. He brought commercial appeal to rap that a lot of people didn't hate. And Eminem, coming from that cloth of the underground, he was a part of that alliance, that raucous alliance. He was a part of that legion. And notice when you listen to the underground records, he was throwing shots at Puffy. You know, I'm only saying that to get you mad. He was throwing shots at Mace on that when he was mocking him on that. Then he, on the Any Man joint, if you listen to the Raucous freestyle, the Raucous compilation, he sprayed Puffy with Mace. Come on, man. Then he doubled down on the Marshall Mathers LP, where he disrespected him and also said that he didn't care if J-Lo was his own mother, he'll run in with no rubber. Even though he had to retract that back for the simple fact that Puffy had a lot of juice at the time, and there were still relationships that he felt he needed to bend. Like he was going all the way out there. I think Dre probably told him to just keep it, tone it down a little bit. But they was quarreled though, because M wanted to be a part of the Dead Wrong Project. He wanted to rock with Biggie. You had to deal with Puffy. See, it's a situation with Puffy, kind of like Whack 100. You don't really like these people, but you got to deal with them. You got to tolerate them just to do work with their artists. And that was a situation there. Like, look, if you wanted a part of Big's legacy, or you want to be a part of it or contribute to it, you had to go to Puffy, because that was his artist. But it didn't stop him from throwing shots. Listen to the song "Welcome to D Block." Welcome to D Block, the mighty, mighty D Block, the place where Diddy couldn't walk. That's on Jadakiss album. Look it up. Welcome to D Block, where Eminem was featured on there. I'm like, why would he throw a shot at Diddy like that? So, him bringing 50 on the Shady Aftermath, that's all the ammunition that he needed. He was justified now to really throwing shots. He threw shots at him on the Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly was a bad boy artist, from what I understand. So he putting it out there that he put the head out to kill Pac on that song, the Kill Shot joint. Then on the unreleased joint with Conway, he threw shots at Revolt. Said F Revolt. And Diddy, of course, Diddy at that time, he was using the Revolt account, and you looked up, he said, F you too, Eminem. And things got cool from there. But since this whole thing with the Cassie thing, it seemed like 50, and now Eminem is jumping in on it. They don't like this dude, but they tolerated him because at that time, he was a gatekeeper. And since Diddy's no longer a gatekeeper, They ready to all kick him in the ass. But this shouldn't come as a no surprise to anyone because they never really liked each other anyway. Mainly for the simple fact, like I said earlier, that Eminem is an MC. Puffy is seen as everything that was dislikable within the culture. But he had a lot of clout at the time. He brought a lot of dope artists to the culture. So if you wanted to work with those artists, you had to tone it down. You had to play ball. Now, gloves are off. And you start seeing him going in on his album. So, I just wanted to give y'all some history about that. Because people are thinking Eminem just jumping on the bandwagon. Nah, Eminem never liked Puffy. He never did. Even you look at an old article with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre said he never liked Puffy. Like, he liked Puffy, but he didn't respect him as a producer. It was an article, and I got it somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and post it up later on. But that's where it stands right now. And I'm about to go ahead and just handle some business. So, y'all subscribe. Hit this like button, man. Share this live, man, because for those who don't know, YouTube got me shadow banned. I think it was because I was going at one of these trolls. So, a lot of my posts been falling dead ears, and I'm not really getting the viewership that I used to getting. So, I need everybody to hit that like button, man. Share this shit. Subscribe. That's what I be saying every single post. Because this is the fight that we going through as independent creators. We got to go through this. But y'all like and share and engage. It's going to help the engagement go back up. So, this is King Eric signing out. Holla at your boy.